God, this is gonna suck.
I have a serious question for the liberals on this app.
I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I would confidently bet every single dollar I have to my name that you are not about to ask a question that any reasonable person could honestly describe as serious. Just based on your general vibe, I think it's far more likely that you're about to pose a very bad faith question that is dishonestly framed to push a dishonest message that you know is dishonest. But for the sheer sake of entertainment value, let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage anyway.
Is there anything at this point that Trump could do that you would be genuinely happy about?
Oh, God damn it, I'm so sick of being right all the time. She's pretending to somehow not be aware of all of the many legitimate reasons people have for hating this man. I mean, before we even get into the substance of her video, look at the horrendous ratio on this video. At the time that I'm recording this, her video has just over 31,000 views and just over 600 likes with 1,900 comments. And the comments are just full of people explaining to Erica in incredibly clear language why her question is posed in bad faith and why it is both reasonable and sane to hate Donald Trump. But whatever, let's just watch her stupid video and go through all of her stupid points.
He is actively trying to solve multiple wars across the globe right now. That seems to be really upsetting you guys.
What the fuck are you talking about? He's trying to solve multiple wars? Which wars? What the fuck are you talking about? He said he was gonna solve Russia and Ukraine on day one. That's just a thing he said. He didn't do that. He still hasn't done that. If anything, you could make a really good argument that says he's only made things worse since being sworn into office. But maybe that's not one of the multiple wars you're referring to. Are you referring to Israel's genocide of the Palestinian people? What specifically was it that he did in the last 7 months that makes you think he's trying to solve that war? Was it the AI slop video that he posted to the internet of him building resorts on the Gaza Strip? Or was it when he committed the war crime of bombing a sovereign nation without congressional approval?
He is fighting crime in the city that he lives in our nation's capital. That is super triggering to a lot of you.
Jesus Christ. God. He is the crime in the nation's capital. I need you to listen to me. I need you to listen really closely right now. Crime in Washington, D.C. is statistically at a 30-year low. And that's not because he unleashed the National Guard on the American citizenry there. It was at a 30-year low before he did that. He went on TV and lied to you and said that crime was at an all-time high in the nation's capital, and that's why he had to enact martial law. He is actively stress testing a fascist militarized takeover of the country. Erica, we know that you know about the Epstein list. Do you know how fucking embarrassing that is for you? We know that you know that his DOJ said we're going to release the Epstein list. It's on Pam Bondi's desk. We know that you know that before he was made the director of the FBI, Kash Patel was saying we're going to release the Epstein files. The Epstein files exist, and we're going to make sure that everybody on that list is prosecuted. We know that you're aware of this, and now they're just saying, actually, don't worry about it. Actually, you're an idiot if you're thinking about that. We know that you know all of this stuff. We know that you know he is the most obviously guilty serial child rapist in the history of child sex crimes. And you have the gall to get on the internet and talk about how he's fighting crime like he's fucking Batman, and that's what we're mad about? That we're mad that he's cleaning up the streets? We're mad that he's not in prison. And you know that. You fucking liar.
He's making foreign nations pay that have been taking advantage of the US for years.
Once again, I know I'm not the first person to explain this to you. I know that hundreds, if not thousands of people have already explained this to you. We pay the tariffs, as in you and me, as in American consumers. Yes, he has made it more expensive through his tariffs for foreign companies to import goods to the United States. But they don't just eat that cost. They don't just go, well, I guess that just adds more money to our overhead as a business, and we're going to make less money this year. That's not how companies work under capitalism. Because the cost of doing business with the United States has just gone up for them, they simply pass that cost on to the consumer in the form of higher prices. That's why everything costs more. That's why everything at the store that you're buying right now costs like double what it cost a year ago.
He's kicking people out of the country and kicking them off of federal benefit programs.
Yeah, you know what? You're right about this one. We are mad about ICE rounding up families and ripping families apart and shipping people off to foreign torture camps. We are mad about that one. You got us. We're triggered. We're triggered about families being ripped apart and about people who have roots here, people who have been here for decades, people who pay taxes here. We're triggered about them being jumped by masked agents at immigration court and thrown into a van and shipped off to a foreign torture facility without due process. That triggers us. We're upset about that because we're human beings with beating hearts and actual souls and brains that work. God, Erica, you suck. You suck so much. Oh God, I hate conservatives so much.
Everybody's coming to the block party. Unless you're blocked, then walk your ass to the door. Part of me thinks that I should do more, but who's got the energy, baby? Talk that shit.